Okay guys, I've just rocked up at King Kong Fitness. I cannot remember the specific district that this gym is in, but I'm fucking excited because I'll be honest, I did not expect to find such good quality equipment in Vietnam, and this gym is kitted out with some fucking decent pieces. We've got a Panada, kind of like an incline. I mean, it is an incline. It's a really nice converging incline press that we're going to start with here. The angle is fucking bang on. There's a decent amount of arsenal equipment. I gotta say, for training chest, back, shoulders, arms, just upper body in general, this place will be absolutely elite. The only thing that I find really difficult to get my hands on in Vietnam, and I've just never seen one to be honest, is a proper hack squat. They have like a squat machine here. It's an arsenal piece, so I might use something like that when it comes to what day will I be doing? Probably Thursday when I hit legs. Can confirm this machine feels fucking awesome and is particularly friendly on the ego. 3.5 plates here about to go down. I'm not the strongest presser in the world, so some of you boys out there who are pressing a little more than me would be quite comfortable, I reckon, hitting 4.5, maybe even 5 plates aside. I've got to be honest, this machine is fucking one of the best I've used. I think I've used this one a long time ago, but in terms of incline machine presses that we have available to us in Perth, I don't know if we have one of these anywhere in Perth. Maybe we do, I could be wrong, but it's better than all the ones that I've used. Not bad. Not bad. We got 9, the ref range was 9 to 10. So, yeah, and probably a ref in the tank, but it would have been very fucking hard. So we're going to hit one more set here, and then I have a chest fly, and then I think it's a dip. That felt fucking awesome. Whew. The pump is already a little bit juicy. All right, next up is 2 sets of, I think it's 12 to 15 on a chest fly. Now, I'd actually preemptively put these in as dumbbell chest flies with the expectation that I probably wasn't going to be able to find a good quality chest fly piece in Vietnam, but I was sorely fucking mistaken because this arsenal piece here feels really fucking nice. It feels quite light at the back end of the movement, but then as you get into that shortened position, it just gets a little heavier, and the contraction is insane, and the pump that I'm already getting after like 2 warm-up sets is pretty incredible. So I'm going to give this a crack, and hopefully in this extremely large oversized shirt you can see the titty pump that I possess at the moment, because it feels in fucking sane. Well, I think that was more like 18, but it felt good, so I just kept going. I might just max this thing out. I think I'm like 1 plate left on the stack. Yeah, so it's not the heaviest machine again. Thankfully, I'm not the most, let's say, strength-driven individual when it comes to any exercise really that I know is going to help encourage tissue accrual. So I can get a lot out of a weight that may not necessarily be heavy enough for others. Now, maybe that's just a long-winded justification for me not being as strong as some. But, I mean, you probably saw it there. Like, my tempo was really fucking slow. And I knew after 5 reps I was easily going to be able to get way more than 15. So I kind of made the weight feel heavier than I needed to feel in order to gain the stimulus that I was looking for. But having just done that set, I think it was like 18, maybe 19 reps, I can definitely bump the weight up and get just as much out of it. So we'll bump it up and I'll try and get maybe 13 to 15 on the second set. And then we have some dips to do, and I don't know if there's a like assisted dip machine here or not. I might have to do them body weight, which could be a little bit embarrassing. I hope not. There is no assisted dip machine, and I have not done a body weight dip for a very long time, and I'm weak as piss for some reason on a dip. So I'm gonna see how I go. There's a very good chance I'll die in the ass at about 5 or 6, and then I'll probably just do partials, to be honest. Like, this is one of those things where I don't think I'll be able to train with a rep or two in reserve here. Failure is the only option, and making a dick of myself is a highly likely outcome here. We'll see how we go. You can be the judge. 5 to 6 full reps is what I'm going for. And then full send partials until my chest and my triceps are ready to fall off. Let's go. Wow, I don't think I've been that far off predicting my performance on a lift in a very long time. And I knew it after literally the first rep. I was like, this is not as hard as I feel like it should be. And rookie error, I've just exposed myself big time. I've been using the assistance on this for a long time now at such a minimal resistance to a point where I actually think the assistance is making it harder for me. I think that was 12 and a partial or something like that. It felt really good, and I didn't make a dick of myself. Well, I did, but in a completely different way. So we're gonna hit one more set here, and then we got a little bit of triceps, and I think that's it. I'm pretty sure it's literally just chest and tris. Damn it, I wanted to hit some delts, but that's all right. We'll come back and hit delts on another day. I wish I had just gotten that last bit on camera. They're doing some content, I think, for the gym, and one of the boys had I don't know, like $100 note or something taped to the middle of his back. He's a big motherfucker too. He's another IFBB pro, and he was trying to obviously reach back for the for the dollar bill or whatever it was. Shoulder mobility did not cooperate. I don't think I'd be able to do it either, to be fair. All right, we're going to hit some overhead tricep extensions here. I was doing these ones back home using the Panada seated overhead extension, but we're just going to use the cables today. But we do have the, what are they called? The Viking, I don't know if it's Viking or Vulcan. That's the one, Vulcan tricep rope attachments, and it feels really fucking good. So we got a couple of sets of these. And then we have some unilateral crossbody tricep extensions, and that's pretty much it. This is a very quick session. In total, we're looking at 6 sets for chest and 6 sets for triceps, with just the 5 exercises in total, which should have me feeling pretty damn fresh by tomorrow when we come back here to hit some back. And then I'm going to decide if I'm going to take a rest day on Wednesday, come back in for legs Thursday, or if we just want to keep pushing through, hit legs Wednesday, and then take a day off on Thursday. Let's get finished. A little bit of triceps, and then we're done ski. Okay, a little bit too heavy. That was supposed to be 14 or 15. I only got 10. That's fine. Get that on the big jobs. I'm going to go back 3 plates because I don't know if it's just me, but as soon as I reach failure on any kind of long head, like overhead tricep extension variation, the next set is like double hard. So I'll reduce the weight by a good like 20 to 25%, and then I should be able to get 2 more sets of between 12 and 15 reps out here. I won't show you the next 2 sets because let's be honest, it's not really that fucking exciting, but I will show you the last exercise and then we'll be out of here. Okay, last exercise of the day, unilateral crossbody tricep extensions. 3 sets of, I think, 10 to 12 reps here. Let's hit the lateral head. Let's get that horseshoe looking nice and juicy. And then, if I can be fucked, I might do a quick round of post-workout posing whilst your boy is looking and feeling particularly juicy. Just quietly, I did add in 50 megs of Anavar today, so things should get pretty nasty over the next 4 weeks. I'm fueled with bonnet, some foie from last night. I've kept it pretty clean today, but there's been my fair share of Vietnamese cuisine over the last couple of days. So we got sodium seeping through the veins, we got fucking skin, fucking, don't even know where I'm going with this. Shh. Nice, that felt good. So the ref range was supposed to be like 11 to 12 on the first set, but like the jumps in weight are super aggressive, and I don't really want to use one of those sets as another warm-up set. Like I didn't want to get halfway through that set and realise the weight was probably a little bit too light, so I just did 14. It's not really that big of a deal. 12 reps, 14 reps. Like, I think if any of my clients are watching this, you can take something from that. Like, although the ref range might be 8 to 12, if you're already mentally locked in for that set to be a working set, just go to 14, go to 15, and then just bump the weight up on the next set. We don't need to be perfect. I'm kind of approaching this week here like I would the first week of a training program, the only difference being proximity to failure is a lot closer. You know, like I'm taking sets almost to failure, or as you've seen already so far, some completely to failure. But what I'm going to do, just to rectify this slightly, is I'm just going to slip on a 2.5 kilo plate, because apparently these plates weigh like 6 kilos each, and if I go up another 6 kilos, it's going to be too heavy. So I'm going to whack on a 2.5. I'm going to bang out the last 2 sets, and then we're doneski. Time to get the post-workout feed in. Just quickly, that gym was a 20-minute bike ride away, and it cost me $3.50 Australian. Pretty fucking good. Now, this meal smells fucking disgusting, because that white stuff that I thought was pickled radish was actually bamboo, and I'm not a huge bamboo fan, and it smells incredibly strong. I don't really like wasting food, so I'm going to give it a try. I've added it in with my noodles and my bean sprouts, so it is cooked, and this is what it's looking like at the moment. But the the bamboo, that's it there. I don't know how this is going to go. I'm going to do a taste test. All right, let's give it a go. It's just the smell. It actually doesn't taste as bad as it smells. It just smells fucking rancid. It actually smells toxic. Like, this shouldn't be edible. Anyway, I'm going to get it down regardless. Meal 3, 50 grams worth of vermicelli rice noodles, 100 grams of bean sprouts, 30 grams of this, and 250 grams raw weight chicken breast with some, we've got some hagao seasoning on the chicken breast. It's pretty good. That's really nice. That is quality. And then I'm gonna probably smash down a few of these, and that'll leave me a decent chunk of calories available for meal 4, which will be dinner. We're going for dinner with Tommy Tran. I don't know if any of my YouTube fans know Tommy Tran, but he's another bodybuilder from Perth. Natural bodybuilder. Lame. And I'm going to get some com tam, so pork and broken rice. Alrighty, let's get this meal down. It is a very, very average meal at that, but I'm hungry, and when I'm hungry, most things that aren't really that tasty still happen to taste pretty damn good. Heading out for some dinner with the wife, and we're about to meet Tommy Tran, which Hannah and I were just saying is pretty cool when you have friends in Perth that just so happen to be in the same overseas country and city as you at the same time. Now I'm pretty keen to try some com tam tonight, which is basically broken rice and like barbecue pork, sometimes a pork chop. Don't know what I'm going to get because this restaurant seems to sell a few different things, but we will see what they offer. And I've got, I say 1,500 calories. I'm not going to consume the entire 1,500 calories at dinner, but the way that I've structured my meal plan for the day is pretty much like 4 bodybuilding meals and then 1 loosely tracked free meal, and that is obviously going to be this meal here, and the final meal will be my like catch-up meal. So if I need just protein, it'll be just protein. If I need protein and carbs, it'll be protein and carbs. More than likely I'll be left with like 400 calories with like a small amount of carb and a decent chunk of protein to hit, which will just be like a yogurt bowl and fruit. And yeah, we'll see how we go at dinner. Probably get 1,100, 1,200 calories in.
I have my parents thought, this looked like a very touristy spot, so I'm not sure about the food. But then when we tried it, it was actually really nice.
It was proper authentic.
Yeah, proper food.
Let's go. Yeah, because usually if there's a restaurant that has many options, it's not like authentic.
Yeah. So I was just like, didn't have like much hope for it.
Yeah.
It turns out pretty good.
Oh, we're getting a few extra steps in here. This is going to probably help me feed in another 50 calories or so just with all these stairs. Sheesh.
They charge you for the elevator.
Really?
Yeah. So when we got here, we pressed the elevator. The lady just stood there, looked at us. I was just like, oh, what's going on here?
That's what they were doing.
Yeah.
That's insane. So they charge you for the elevator, and I've seen places charged for like a public toilet as well.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty common.
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck is going on here?
How many flights of stairs? That was like 5, 6?
Last one.
For every flight of stairs, like a mouthful of rice. Let's go. All right, we have found the spot.
We
Hello.
are in for a good night.
2 Tommies and 1 Hannah. Let's have a look at the menu. Yeah, so apparently this one here is a must try. So it's super thin vermicelli with grilled pork and shredded shrimp. So, well, the writing wasn't like super fancy. Ban Hui Madan Luin.
Okay. 8 out of 10, bro. Yeah.
Did I at least get the letters right?
Why you always lying?
But Jay, Tommy's very kind. He's very, very kind. And I'm probably going to go for the com tam. Banh mi Saigon. There it is.
There it is.
So that's what I'll be getting. Because I haven't had any com tam yet since coming into Ho Chi Minh. Also, Hannah, they do banh tao. They do pork and shrimp or chicken.
It's really good here too.
I would say it's the best, but it's possible.
Banh sao is...
I've had better ones.
So banh sao is a Vietnamese pancake. So if you've ever had like Korean pancake, kind of similar in a way, I would say it's a lot better, but I am also biased. So the vermicelli, I'm not going to pronounce it because the thing is both of these dishes kind of look the same, but The only difference is the noodle is different. So this one's like a smooth, flat noodle, whereas that one's like a kind of like a grainy-ish rolled noodle. And then we've got like grilled pork, some fried onion, some lemongrass, we've got some shrimp, we've got a little bit of nukmam going on over there, and yeah, a little bit of fresh chili. So, but I'm gonna wait for my kum tam because it's a little bit more protein dominant. But I'm just keen. I'm so hungry. I have only consumed 500 calories in the last like 3 hours, which was obviously my post-workout feed. Since then, I've just been starving. So I'm gonna wait here patiently for my kum tam. Couple of pork chops, bit of broken rice, bit of fried egg. And Hannah, what is this? What's this meatloaf thing? Egg loaf. And I do know that, it's just been that long. And is pork floss, I think, in it, or is there? No, okay. No pork floss. We got some pickled carrot, some cucumber. I feel like the photo had pork floss, but that's right. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm not a huge pork floss fan. Pork, it's like rind, isn't it? Like pork, yeah. Have we got a drizz, of course, of nukmam going down. I'll take the first bite. I'll give you my little review. I'll try and angle this up so we're not just looking at my forehead.
Is there like around here there's like shops and stuff, like little snacks and shit?
We're actually at one of the best places for, it's like, you want to go for coffee or snacks. So this whole complex is just a cafe joint. Yeah.
So this is what you want to do. Pour the nukmam over the top of the egg, break the egg yolk, and then let that shit run into the rice. That is called egg porn right there. This is actually my very first time doing a proper food vlog, and as you can see, I am struggling to multitask. But, you know, we're just out here doing our best. There's no judgment. Yeah, that's good. They haven't fully chopped the pork chop, so we're going to take a big mouthful out of this entire thing here. So here we go. Yeah. That was good. It's actually pretty lean, to be honest. Like, this is very lean. This is probably one of the leanest kum tums you could get. Okay. I'm gonna smash the rest of this feed. And we may or may not be back for some dessert action. But it was pretty damn good.
How cool is it to meet like
Not bad at all.
overseas?